What does a chicken coop
have to do with the pink flamingo?
Find out on this week's episode of Tops.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Tops. This week we are doing our top 10 roadside finds.
Yes, we are, and we also have a special guest star, the urban farmer, David Towdry. Well, hello and thank you, Daniel and Ben. I'm so excited to be here talking about some of my roadside finds. I love stopping by the side of the road and seeing what I can find. It's so exciting and I can't wait to show you.
So do you want to show us your first item on your list?
Yeah, I do. When my son and I were driving around downtown, one of the most exciting things, in fact, when I found it, I was so excited that I sent a picture to my dad, and I think I sent a picture to you guys as well, because it was this fabulous pink flamingo. As you can see here, the plastic pink flamingo has been endangered in recent years, and here he is, alive and well, missing legs, but that's okay, that can be remedied. In another video, I'll show you how to turn a plastic pink flamingo into a penguin.
So what's the next item on your list?
Well, Daniel, the next item on this list is this Timberland backpack. I found this in a pile.
What's a pile?
Good question, Ben. A pile is something, this is spring cleanup time of year in our city where everybody just brings all their stuff at the front of their yard and they just leave it there and the city picks it up, and a lot of the stuff is really useful. Yeah.
So would you, if you are picking from these piles, would that make you a pile picker?
Absolutely, Daniel. A pile picker am I. And this Timberland backpack, there's some interesting things about it. For one thing, I noticed the brand. I've heard Timberland's a good brand.
It is.
And so I was going to look through it. In fact, I really haven't even looked through this much at all since I picked it up a couple weeks ago. I did notice that both zippers were broken, and it ain't going to zipper anytime soon. But, you know, it can't be perfect, you know.
Yeah.
I noticed in the front of this, there was a few packets of...
Why don't you come in a little closer with the camera and we'll get a few angles of this backpack.
This is a mustard packet, and wow, that has seen better days. And then over here we have, in this zipper, we have our ketchup to go with our hot dog. Ketchup and mustard.
Well, that looks delicious.
Yes, very appetizing. Well, this one isn't the best find, but it's still a roadside find.
Okay, so what's your number 3 find?
Before we go any further, can I get a vest or something to make me look more official? Or like a name tag?
We don't have any name
just
tags.
like a vest? Okay.
You can use
use
your
that.
card.
Hey, okay. That'll work.
Alright. Okay, so what is that find?
So our next find is a little unusual. I know it's hard to believe, finding something a little unusual, but it's this metal and glass thing. As you can see, there's 2 panes of glass.
Do you know what it is?
I have no clue, Benjamin, and it's been bothering me ever since I picked it up. But how could I pass it by? You know, that's the question. Very nice.
Have you taken all of it apart?
This unscrews, and this comes up. I'm thinking it was some type of medieval bagel slicer.
Oh.
Interesting.
So,
Do you currently use it for anything at all?
It currently is residing in the garage.
Oh, okay.
And where my wife wants it.
Okay.
I can understand that.
So, I don't know if there's any place where somebody could tell me.
Yeah, in the
what
comment
this is.
section, if you know what this is, please
Down there.
write it in there. Alright, on to our next find.
Okay. Your next find? What's your next find? Yes, Daniel, the next find here is this fine seed.
Oh.
We were going down E Road, when was it? Last summer, and sure enough, by the side of the road was this beautiful white horse. And it was just, it's in good shape. Taylor's had a lot of fun with it. He's enjoyed riding on it. Just an interesting story, if you don't mind I tell you.
No, of course.
We saw it, we passed it, I spun the car around in a U-turn because, you know, I had to go back and get it. And then I had to get it in the trunk of the Malibu.
Oh.
And so, you know.
I'm sure that was an adventure.
It was an adventure.
Now, do you know why this horse is not painted?
How dare you ask me that? I have no idea.
Better question, are you going to paint this horse?
That would be a negative.
Okay.
Why aren't you going to paint this horse?
That would require a fair amount of detail work, and I'm not into that right now.
Okay.
I thought I might pass it on to my friends, who will then give it to their young son, and then they can paint it.
Oh, all right.
The
Well,
work is for them.
Would you like to know how I got it in the trunk, what I used to tie it in there?
Sure.
Jumper cables.
Jumper
Whoa,
cables.
Jumper
that's
cables.
resourceful. I guess
Yep.
that's why they call you the urban farmer.
All right, on to the next find.
All right, so what's your next find?
My next find is one of, and I'm so excited when I found it. I came across, and at first I was thinking, oh, should I even touch this? Because it was near a 55-gallon drum, and it had this sign. But what it was, at a closer look, it was like a danger, no snowmobiling. Like it was on some mountain resort. And so I was so excited, and what's better than finding one, two.
Whoa.
Two.
All right, so are you going to do anything with it?
I've been racking my brain thinking about what to do with it. I think I'm just going to nail into this door frame because what better way to remember what I found, and once again my wife will love it. So I got some nails here.
Hammer?
Hammer time.
Oh, you're going to do this right now.
I'm doing this
right on the show.
I'm
All
doing
right.
this now.
Okay.
Right on the show.
All right.
All right, here we go.
And your wife's going to be thrilled.
Boom. Boom.
Are you nailing both?
I'm halfway done with this DIY project. Halfway done.
Whoa.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
You're the farmer.
Okay. Boom. Boom.
All right, very nice.
She's done.
All right.
It's done.
Next find.
All right.
All right, so you ready to tell us about your next find?
Yeah. For a couple years, people have been giving me things like hubcaps and different things that they find on the side of the road because I was going to make some recycled art projects.
Oh,
those haven't really happened yet,
Oh.
but yeah, I know. So the next two things that I have are both items that people have given me that I'm going to use.
All right, but they both found them on the side of the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely, yes.
So what's your first one?
My first one is this. This is a knife that a friend of mine found on the side of the road. Yeah, it's quite a big one.
Is it
Big
sharp?
knife. Yeah, I wouldn't get your fingerprints on it. Could be evidence. I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
it's huge. So.
All right.
All right. Now I see something big here. How'd you come across this one?
Okay, let me put this away. All right. Now this one is from Baker Corp. Baker Corp. This is.
We're not sponsored by any of these products.
This is a mud flap, I believe, from a 18-wheeler, and my friend gave it to me. My friend Dylan. Shout out to Dylan. And he gave it to me, and he thought I could do something with it. And you know what I'm going to do with it is I think I'm going to put it in the chicken coop because when it rains and it gets muddy, the shavings it's just a mess. But if I put this in the bottom of it, man.
And that's why you're the urban farmer.
Boom.
Right. Well, this is going great so far. Can you tell us what your next find is?
Yeah, my next find was something that I just really love. I mean, all these things that I'm showing you I really love, but it's coming up now. And here we have the next find. I like to call it tree white. It's okay. Just a little bit. Do you want to know the background of it?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I was driving home on I-70 from my work, and all of
the interstate. You're stepping it up.
Oh yeah, which can be a little scary to stop and pick stuff up on. That's where you run into the big rigs and things, and so. But anyway, so when I passed it, I didn't even know exactly what it was. It just looked like a neat, interesting tree. And so when I stopped, I looked at it, and it's been broken in half. There's not a lot of branches, but I realized it was somebody's Christmas tree that
really?
must have flown off their car, their SUV, and you can see there were notches in here where it was the base. They cut off all these branches, and so here it's just interesting. So I knew I could do something with it. I don't know. I still don't exactly know what I'm going to do with it, but my son and I spray painted it white, so I call it Tree White. That's the working name of it. And there's, you see, maybe you can see with the camera. There's these little pockets here. This is sap. Sometimes if I squeeze them, there it goes, and it's like Christmas. I mean, can you smell that?
Oh, I can smell it.
I mean,
it's very
like Christmas.
tiny. That's very nice.
When you do it in the house, it squirts and it smells like Christmas.
Very nice.
All year round.
Very nice.
Tree White.
Alright, so are you going to tell us about this?
I sure am, Ben. This is one of the last things that I found when I was pile picking, and it's just a really nice wooden chair.
Can you tell us what this is on the front?
Yeah.
I know some design.
When I was out there, it had started to rain a little bit. I didn't really notice till I brought it home. But you see an eagle here. Well, it looks like an eagle with a branch and some stars on both sides here. It just kind of looks like a little piece of Americana. And so,
nice.
And then if you look right here, it also, I think it's kind of like a transformer chair. I mean, when you do this, it goes. Then it goes. It's a.
Alright, well, Daniel wasn't able to be with us for this find just because he's scared of chickens. But what did you find?
Well, I saved the best for last. I'm really excited to. In fact, I wanted to get to this one the whole time. But really, it's kind of interesting. Last year, it would have been about a year ago. Last April, we were going again down E Road. E Road must be the place to find things, and we came upon this coop. Easy, Mellow. Doink, doink. And we came upon this coop, and it had the words "free coop" on it. And just a little background: we had been, talking for a while, half serious, half joking about getting chickens. And once we found this coop, the next day we were down at the Murdoch's looking for chicks.
Oh, wow.
Within a few days we had these 5 chickens here, and here we have this free coop.
Nice. Now, was it always these lovely colors?
No, I'm glad you noticed that. It was this kind of a grayish, bluish, kind of like it had been weathered over time. And so we painted it this white and green. It needs to be painted a little bit more. Not mellow. So it needs to be repainted.
Yeah.
So anyway.
All right. And was there any other finds?
Yeah. Sorry. To go along with it, this garden fence. And again, I was thinking about it. This is one of the first items that we found this year. I had purchased a $30 fence at Lowe's, and then on the way back, when I was going downtown, I found this fence. It was the perfect size. It was a really nice wire fence, and I thought, this is saving me $30. I'm able to reuse it. In fact, it was in such a nice condition that I asked the fella if it really was for free, and he said, yeah, I hope somebody can use it. So, it's been great.
All right. Well, that's all for the finds. Let's go see Daniel. All right. Well, this is all for the Urban Farmers list of roadside finds. Hopefully you enjoyed, and
if you enjoyed, please like, comment, tell us more tops that you'd like to see. Comment if you'd like to see more of the Urban Farmer. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. And I just want to thank the Urban Farmer for being on the show.
Absolutely.
You've been a great guest.
Thank you very much. And some people have been complaining that these Tops episodes are a little too long. Daniel Austin, I'm talking to you.